As it boiled over this past Tuesday as parks enforcement and workers removed the belongings of Jamel Ali, and they called in police for backup. We spoke with Ali. He says he will continue to use the adult workout area to train kids and adults.
Regardless of what's here, I'm not going nowhere. As you can see, I'm still here. I've been here since 8 in the morning. I'm here before the park workers, and I'm here after they leave. At the end of the day, this is something that I love to do, and I do it because this is who I am and my lifestyle, and I just want to see people do better. That's my joy in my life right now.
Joining me to talk about the controversy and the solution, Connie Lee, former president of the Marcus Garvey Park Alliance. Connie, thanks a lot. Just tell us what happened here, because it seems like this was the perfect storm of, the Parks Department had been telling him to move it. We'd been through a pandemic. Everybody, including yourself, you'd been out there using it, and so many people were upset.
Yeah, I think that this has been brewing for a few years. Not just, it wasn't just last week or the week before.
Yeah.
So for a few years this was brewing, and in actuality, what I think comes out of all of it, in that park we need a more elaborate workout system for everyone to use.
But he had said, like, the city had been cleaning out homeless encampments. This was not an encampment, although he had a tent there and a tarp, and he thought they were using that as an excuse to clear them out. Was that a part of the case? Like, the city wanted to clean them out, but now they could really move in?
I don't know if that's really the fact of the matter. I think the timing is suspect, but they have been wanting him out, or the tents and the extended equipment. They have actually wanted it out for a few years, and by they, I'm talking about the Parks Department. Not the mayor's office, not the city, not the NYPD. This is the Parks Department.
But when we look at some of that video, we see the boxing bags that so many people have used. So to be clear, he is an asset to that community and to the park, right? I mean, we have pictures of young kids working out and adults working out with him, and he's training them.
Yeah, absolutely. He is an asset. The community is really behind him, and much of the equipment that was brought into the park was brought in there by various community residents. This is not stuff that Mel, as I call him, brought into the park. These are things that neighbors brought into the park and donated to this effort of promoting fitness.
And clearly, during the pandemic, a lot of people had to be outdoors. And the Parks Department, actually says that it gave Ali notice, and when they came to remove it, he hadn't removed the stuff. And they say they appreciate his enthusiasm to help people with fitness, but he needs to follow park rules. But right now, from what I understand, money is pouring in to try to get him a shed there, get more equipment as well.
I think we need a much bigger investment than money from community residents. We need the city to make a major investment in clearly what is an area that can accommodate the amount of people who use it. So what are they going to do? They're going to bring in their own stuff. They're going to expand on it as best they possibly can. The city needs to make the investment in that space.
And finally, this is a controversy we've seen up in Harlem. This is 120th Street, 5th Avenue, Madison. A lot of new buildings up there, expensive buildings, and there was word that some people in those expensive properties may have been complaining just a little bit about the look of the park. But Ali said, the park is there for everyone, and he wants everyone to come and enjoy it.
Yeah, and he's absolutely right. I mean, there may be a few complaints, but the majority of people, even in those new buildings, are in the park, and they are working out. But yeah, there's always a few people who are going to complain.
And if we have it, let's see if we can see the video, Instagram video actually from the Marcus Garvey Park Alliance. This really shows what Ali says he's trying to do: help children out. And moving forward, you have said you're committed, and so many others are committed to keeping him there so he can continue to do this work.
Absolutely.
Wow, and I see that photo there. You're seeing it. You know, that's such a great look because it's just a reminder he just didn't show up. He's been there forever.
He's been there for 20 years.
Wow. All right. Well, hopefully it all works out. I know the community is behind him, and now the Parks Department says, you know, they want to help out, and hopefully the folks up there in Harlem can actually get this worked out because Jamel told me he's not going anywhere. Connie Lee, thank you so much for joining us.
You're welcome.